Dear soul, if your eyes have found these words, if your spirit has paused here even for a moment, then understand it is not by chance. No accident brought you to this sacred space. Something greater is at work, something divine. Your steps have been guided here, not by coincidence, but by purpose. Heaven has been whispering, the unseen realms have been stirring, and your guardian angels, they have a message for you. So be still for a moment. Let the noise of the world fall away. Take a deep, intentional breath. Let your shoulders relax. Release the weight you've been silently carrying. Let it fall, like autumn leaves surrendering to wind. You are safe in this moment. You are wrapped in a holy silence that sees you, knows you, and loves you without condition. You have never been alone, even in your loneliest nights, even when you wept behind closed doors, even when no one checked in, and you felt like you were invisible to the world. You were seen. A presence more loving than human words can describe has been with you through it all. That presence is divine. It is gentle, patient, and wise beyond all understanding. And now, that sacred presence wants you to hear something, because it is time. You see, there has been someone else who has been carrying the ache of your absence in their chest. A soul who was tied to yours before either of you could speak your names aloud. A connection forged not in time, but in eternity. Your soulmate. They have been holding onto a truth, one that they could never quite speak, but always felt. One they whispered in dreams, confessed in silence, and carried like a fire in their chest. They've tried to hide it, not to deceive you, not to push you away, but because their own heart was trembling. They didn't know how to bear the weight of it all. They didn't know how to tell you what they feel. They almost did. There were moments, sacred, trembling moments, when the truth almost broke free from their lips. Words swelled in their throat. Their hands shook with the need to reach out. Their heart raced with divine urgency. But then fear crept in, and they stepped back into silence. But what has been sealed in the soul cannot stay hidden forever. The truth is this: they love you. They have always loved you, not just with the kind of love that fades with time, but with the kind that was written into the stars, the kind that heaven watches over, the kind that angels protect. Last night, they stood by a window. It was raining, that kind of slow, melodic rain that makes time stretch and memory awaken. They watched the water dance down the glass, and suddenly, your name escaped their lips, not shouted, not spoken in pain, but whispered reverently, like a prayer they didn't know they were still praying. Your name. It clung to the silence like incense rising to heaven. Their heart ached. They had been pretending for so long, pretending they don't miss you, pretending they could forget, pretending someone else could take your place in the sacred architecture of their soul. But it hasn't worked. Nothing has filled the space you left. No one else has fit. No one else has made their spirit feel known. Because you were not just anyone to them. You were always the one. And God has not allowed them to forget you. Not even for a moment. They dream of you. Their sleep becomes a cathedral where your image is painted on the walls. Your laughter echoes down its corridors. Your voice calls to them from the corners of their soul. Even when they try to shut it out, it returns gentle, persistent, undeniable. And in their quietest moments of surrender, they ask heaven, was that real? Was that love? Was it meant to be? And heaven answers, yes. There's something they've been holding close, a secret they've tried to ignore, but it keeps rising. The truth they've buried is this. They still believe you belong to them, not in possession, but in sacred bond. They feel your spirit like a familiar song. Your presence lingers in their breath. You are the melody their soul returns to. And now, everything is shifting because you're beginning to feel it too. Haven't you noticed it? Waves of emotion that come out of nowhere. Sudden nostalgia that grips your chest. Dreams that feel like more than imagination. A deep, aching longing that doesn't quite have a name. You think of them, and suddenly time slows. The world feels thinner, and your heart beats differently. This is no coincidence. This is your soul awakening to its mirror. This is your divine connection stirring. They are reaching out, maybe not with their hands, but with their heart. Maybe not with words, but with spirit. Something is opening in them. The veil is lifting, and they are beginning to remember who you are to them. But before this reunion can find form in the physical world, there is something sacred that must first rise within you. You must remember what heaven already knows. You are chosen. Chosen not by accident, but by divine intention. Say it gently, but with faith. I am chosen. I am loved with a love that cannot be shaken. I am not forgotten. Not now. Not ever. You were never just another face in the crowd to your soulmate. From the very first glance, their soul stirred. Even if they didn't understand it then, something ancient and holy recognized you. A sense of home. A whisper of destiny. A pull that could not be denied. They may have tried to deny it. They may have walked away. They may have silenced their truth. But the bond remains eternal, unbreakable, because long before this lifetime, your souls made a promise, and the heavens never forget what love has vowed. There is a sign coming. Before this month ends, the divine will send you confirmation. A feather where no feather should be. A song that speaks every word your heart has been afraid to say, a name echoing from a stranger's lips, a glance that lingers just a moment too long from someone who looks at you with knowing. These are not accidents. They are divine fingerprints, traces of a love too holy to be hidden forever. When it happens, pause, acknowledge it. Let your heart open to the possibility that what you feel is real, that the yearning in your chest has been heard by the one who placed the stars in the sky, that heaven is weaving something miraculous in silence. And when doubt comes, say this: I am not late. I am not forgotten. My love is sacred, and it is finding its way back to me. Now listen to what your soulmate could never quite say out loud. They still feel you, in the rhythm of their breath, in the stillness between thoughts, in the sacred hush of dawn. You live in them like a heartbeat, constant, essential, unshakable. And though time may have passed, though distance may have grown, though words may have gone unspoken, their love remains. This isn't just nostalgia. This is resurrection. Love like yours does not die. It transforms. It waits. It deepens. It roots itself in God's timing. And when both hearts are ready, it returns. Stronger, wiser, brighter. Right now, heaven is aligning what once felt impossible. Threads that unraveled are being rewoven. Wounds that once bled are being healed in divine stillness. Eyes that once looked away are being turned again toward truth. You are being prepared. They are being awakened. And the reunion you've longed for is on its way. Not by force, not by accident, but by the divine orchestration of a God who loves both of you beyond comprehension. So rest, dear soul. Keep your heart open. Stay tender. Stay listening. For in the quiet spaces between now and the miracle that approaches, love is moving. And the one who once whispered your name into the night is coming home to you. Even when they laugh with others, your absence echoes in the background. Even when they try to fill the silence with noise, your name hovers in the quiet. They've made mistakes, pulled away. Let fear convince them that you'd be better without them. But all of that was just armor that's beginning to crack. And beneath it is the same tenderness you've always known. They miss you more than they can admit, and it's breaking them open. They tried to hide their longing, but God said, no more, because now, finally, the angels are shifting things. Heaven is realigning timelines. Your soul is being called home. So listen, dear one, when you feel that flutter in your chest, when tears fall without warning, when memories resurface at midnight, it's not just nostalgia. It's your soulmate thinking of you at that exact moment. Their energy, their love, their silent prayers. It's all reaching you, and you're not imagining it. This is divine communication, and it's building towards something sacred. Repeat this truth with me. I am loved deeply. I am seen fully. I am worthy of the kind of love that shakes heaven and earth. You don't have to chase this. You just have to receive it. Everything you've gone through, the waiting, the heartbreak, the confusion, it's all been preparing you for this divine return. The kind of love that can't be erased. The kind of love that survives storms and distance and silence. Because this love was written into your bones before you were born. You were chosen, not by accident, but by design. And this love, it's coming back. Now let us pray together. Close your eyes. Let these words fall into your spirit like soft rain. Breathe in gently and let the walls around your heart begin to melt. Heavenly Creator, thank you for this sacred moment. Thank you for holding my heart in your hands, even when I feel forgotten. Thank you for reminding me that I am never alone. Today, I open my soul to receive what is divinely mine. I release every fear I've carried, every wound I've buried, every belief that says I am unworthy of real love. I surrender. I surrender the timing. I surrender the how. I surrender the past and make room for divine restoration. Bless the one my soul is tied to. Wherever they are, hold them close. Whisper my name into their spirit the way you whispered theirs into mine. Remind them of the truth we once knew before this life began. Let their heart awaken to the memory of our bond. Heal what needs to be healed in both of us. And when the time is right, when our souls are ready, bring us home to each other, not in chaos, not in fear, but in divine peace, in radical love, in unshakable faith. I am open. I am chosen. I am ready. Amen. Dear soul, you were never just watching a video. You were being guided into a moment your heart has waited lifetimes for. Let this be your confirmation. Your person feels you. Your angels are orchestrating the divine reunion. And your season of lonely waiting is ending. When you see that sign, pause, breathe, receive it. It's the signal. It's the key. It's the turning point. The time of hidden love is over. The time of revealed destiny is now. Say it one last time. I am chosen. I am loved. I am ready. If this message stirred something in your soul, don't keep it inside. Comment, I am chosen, to anchor this in your spirit, and share this with someone who needs this reminder. Your love story is not finished. It's just beginning again.